Class 8th topic cell structure and function. In this chapter we are going to learn about basic concept of cell. It's a very important chapter for your higher classes. Here we are going to learn about a brief introduction of the cell. Different shapes, sizes, number of cells, about plant and animal cell, and its structure and function. Before that, we'll go to introduction of the cell. First, we will define it. Cell is the structural and functional unit of an organism. Cell is the structural and functional unit of an organism. Of all organisms, example humans, body is functioning, where all the systems are functioning, organs are functioning. If systems, organs are functioning, where a small unit, cell has to work. So, cell is the functional, basic functional and structural part of an organ, of an organism. Then we'll go to the discovery of the cell. Who discovered the cell? Very important. Cell was discovered by Robert Hooke. Robert Hooke discovered the cell in the year 1665. See, the word cell still what the Robert Hooke coined the name cell, we are using now still. How he observed, how he invented, discovered the cell. What he made? He observed the cell in his prepared magnifying glass. From the bark or cork of a plant. You know, bark or a cork is the trunk of a stem of a plant, where he took the slices from the bark or a cork of a plant and observed in his prepared magnifying glass. And he observed small room-like small box or compartments, or we can call as this looks like honeycomb, looking like a honeycomb. And he called a box, a comb as the cell. And later on, many more, Leavenworth, Virtue, many more scientists, they discovered about detail about the cell and its structure and function. That one we are going to learn in higher classes. But the Robert Hooke discovered cell still we are using now. But that become what a change in the study of biology. The cell is like a brick of a building. You know, we have buildings, we'll see different shapes, designs and different sizes of the buildings. But whatever may be the shape, whatever may be the size, whatever may be the sizes of the shapes of the buildings, but those buildings are made up of bricks. So here, like in organisms, whatever may be the size of an organism, the organism might be smaller, the organism might be bigger in size, and whatever may be their habitat, but all the organisms, they are made up of a small component known as the cell. So cell is a basic structural and functional part of the organisms. Next, so all organisms, they are made up of cell. Living organisms made up of cell. Organisms show variety in cell number, cell shape and cell size. We'll go one by one. First, we'll go organisms, they show variety, difference in cell number. First, we'll go cell number. First, cell number. Organisms which they are made up of only a single cell are said to be as unicellular organisms. Very important. Unicellular, single, only one. Whole organism's body is made up of a single cell, that is known as the unicellular organism. Organisms which they are made up of single cell are said to be as unicellular organisms. Example, amoeba, single cell. Paramecium, single cell. Euglena, single cell. Many more microscopic organisms. Yeast, single cell. Like organisms which are made from only a single cell, said to be as the unicellular, uni-1. On the other hand, multicellular organisms, very important. Multicellular. Multicellular organisms. Multi means many. Organism's body is made up of number of cells, 2 and more than millions, trillions of cells. We humans have number of cells, trillions of cells. Like organisms which they are made up of many cells, more than 2, said to be as multicellular organisms. Example, plants, humans, animals, they are all said to be as multicellular organisms. We have many cells. But here, when we compare with the unicellular and multicellular, for example, amoeba with humans, whatever the amoeba and compared to us, we humans and amoeba both doing the same functions of the body. Amoeba, it's showing nutrition, digestion of the food, respiration, excretion, movement. Like in our body, whatever we are showing, the nutrition, excretion, respiration, all these resemble to the amoeba. But here, amoeba is not having a special type of cell because it is a unicellular. Even though the functioning of the life process are very simple when compared to our life process functioning. But higher organisms, multicellular organisms, we have a specialized cell, specialized tissue, specialized organ for specific functioning of the life processes. Next, we'll go to the different shapes of cells. Cell shape. Organisms will see different shapes of the cells. Organisms, they show based upon the functioning of the system, they show different shapes. But here, amoeba and WBC. Amoeba is an organism, WBC, white blood corpuscles. Both are cells, both they do not show any definite shape. They go on changing their shapes. You know, amoeba is an organism and WBC is a cell. Both they don't have fixed shape. They go on changes their shape. Why amoeba changes shape? You know very well. To get the nutrition, to get the food and oxygen, amoeba go on in search of the food. So it changes its body shape. We can call as the pseudopodia. Pseudo, temporary, not permanent, false. Podia, wheat, go on changes its shape. So we can say as the pseudopodia. So it is not having a definite shape. On the other hand, WBC, you know, it acts as about the immune system. It goes on in search of the microbe. To kill the bacteria, it goes on changes its shape. Next, on the other hand, different shapes of the cell. Spindle shape muscle cell. RBC, red blood cell. Bone cell, fat cell, you know, fat cell, totally the center part is filled with the fat globules, there is a little cytoplasm, fat cell. Next we have the epidermal cell, plant cell, epidermal cell, plant cell, epidermal cell, plant cell. Hexagonal in shape, different shapes we have. Guard cell, kidney shape, guard shell, stomata, guard shell, kidney bean shaped cells. Epithelium, animal cell, epithelium. Next, nerve cell. The longest cell, nerve cell, dendrites, axon, and nerve ending. You'll see different shapes of cell. Mainly, the shape is depending upon the functioning of the organ it is performing. It's very important. Whatever may be the shape, but it is totally depending upon its function, what it is performing. Next comes to the cell size. Very important, cell size. The smallest cell is mycoplasma, a bacteria. Mycoplasma is a bacteria. It measures about 0.01 micrometer. 0.01 micrometer, smallest cell. And the biggest cell in the world is the ostrich egg cell. It measures about 170 mm, 130 mm. It measures about. The largest cell is the ostrich egg cell and the smallest cell is the bacteria cell. Very important here, whatever may be the size of the size of the cell is not depending upon the organism size. For example, elephant is bigger in size, rat is a very small, but in both rat and elephant, the nerve cell is having the same size. Don't think that in the rat the nerve cell is smaller and in elephant nerve cell is bigger in size. But both in elephant and in the rat the size of the nerve cell is same size. Thank you.